morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all to Semarang. Before I explain to you all further about our tour for today, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Myra. On behalf of Atlas Tours, I am going to be your tour guide today, and I'll be the one who giving you information about Lawang Sewu when we pass by the building. Remember, you should all adjust your watches as we are at a different time area right now. Our local time is currently 9 a.m. We will have about 12 minutes of information session. Please sit tight and comfortably while hearing my information about Semarang City in brief. Semarang is a city that has many interesting tourist destinations that must be visited. Historically, the city of Semarang was given to the Dutch VOC in 1708 by the Sultan. It's no wonder that currently you can find various Dutch historical relics in Semarang. Some of the famous Dutch heritage buildings in Semarang include the Blendu Churches, Old Town, and Lawang Sewu, which is the destination that we are about to see and learn more about. Before jumping right into Lawang Sewu history, I'm going to explain to you about the Semarang most famous traditional market. The history of Pasar Johar Semarang began more than a century ago. There was a market that occupied the eastern part of the square area, which was lined with rows of johar trees on the side of the road. This is where the name Pasar Johar was born. This place was first built and was designed by a Dutch architect, Herman Thomas Karsten. The price offered at there is also very good. If you are good at haggling, you can get a much cheaper price. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now please look at my right side or your left side. Lawang Sewu is a magnificent building with Art Deco architecture which was used by the Dutch as the Central Railway or tram office located in the Tugu Muda area. Lawang Sewu stands side by side by the Dutch Cathedral Church, like in front of you, the Mandala Bhakti Museum in my left side, and the Peace Homestead in my right side. And in the middle is Wilhelmina Park, where the Tugu Muda stand. The building is built by the Dutch architect Prof. Jacob F. Klinkhammer and B.J. Quindak. According to history, this was built around 1900s. Lawang Sewu has three main buildings in the shape of letter U. However, the main building is not so big that it tends to be in the shape of letter L. This building complex is known to the public as Lawang Sewu, or 1,000 doors in English, because of the large number of doors and windows, while the exact number is actually only 928 doors and windows. The large number of doors and windows cannot be separated from Indonesia's tropical climate. It functions to facilitate air circulation. From an architectural standpoint, the uniqueness is that this building was built without cement. This building was built with bligor or pese, the local term for the mixture of sand, lime, and red brick. The use of bligor is the reason why no cracks have been found in Lawang Sewu. Bligor makes the inside of the room cooler. The construction is ironless to avoid heavy pressure. The roof is curved in a semicircle every half meter to relieve pressure. The brick roof structure is tilted like a bridge structure. Only Building B, which was built late using steel and local materials due to World War I in Europe. When the shipping goods from the Netherlands is slow, all bricks, tiles, and glass is all made in Semarang and its surrounding. Lawang Sewu is also equipped with a basement. Visitors are allowed into the basement none other than to be able to know the intelligence of ancient architecture. This underground floor was once a prison for freedom fighters. This often exhales a mystical aura about the room of this building. Among the ghosts reported inhabiting the place is a Dutch woman who committed suicide inside and a headless ghost. The actual function of the space is as drainage water channels. That is why Lawang Sewu basement is damp, low ceiling, and dark. The two main buildings contain dioramas and various historical objects about Indonesian railways. Here visitors can see museum galleries as well as old maps and photographs. This diorama is a depiction of Semarang as the largest railway center in Indonesia and the first train route. The route is Semarang to Temanggung. The purpose of making this railway office is basically for the transportation of raw materials for the Dutch East Indies trade. This needs comes from forest plantation or cultuurstelsel in Netherlands, originating from sugar, coffee, and tobacco producing areas. This exhibition room is on the first floor, while the second floor is used as the office of the Heritage of Architecture Division of PT KAI. One of the favorite locations for taking picture when visiting this tourist attraction is the stained glass wall measuring about 9 meters high. The stained glass mosaic is inside the main building. The glass, which is divided into 4 large panels, reflects the massive exploitation of Indonesia's natural products. Near at the exit, there is a library containing books about trains. While we are reaching near to the end of the tour, I'm sure everyone here is curious about the special cuisine that Semarang have. Let me recommend you one of the most famous Semarang cuisine, tahu petis. Tahu petis is a typical snack from the city of Semarang in the form of fried tofu eaten with petis, a thick black sauce that usually made from shrimp, smeared or inserted in the middle of the tofu. It's like tofu pong, but it doesn't taste salty, which comes from white tofu which is fried until it's brown without seasoning or just seasoned with a solution of salt and garlic. It is one of my favorite snacks that I often eat and it is so delicious. One of the closest shops in this Lawang Sewu area is Tahu Petis Yudhistira. If you from this point, you need to go around again and then go straight to that way. After you pass the University of Dianuswantoro building, there is a side street, turn left there and just go straight. The shop is at the end of the street. I'm 100% sure that all of you is going to love and remember the taste until you come back to your country. Now, I already bought the tahu petis from Tahu Petis Yudhistira. If I I may say, this is the most delicious tahu petis in Semarang. Even from the back, it is says that it's the number one Semarang culinary. If you want to search the shop on Google, or maybe you want to buy it by yourself, the full address of the shop is Yudhistira Street, number 21. The price of one tahu petis is 4,500 rupiah. There is a different type of tahu too beside tahu petis. And there is the best quality of lumpia too. And there, with a price of 17,000 rupiah, Yudhistira shop also sell various type of kerupuk or type of Indonesian chips if you familiar. You can pay your snack with cash or e-money using GoPay or QRIS. You can try one if you want, please. Unfortunately, I just bought 4 pieces. Please enjoy. Well, I think we have reached the end of the tour. I will give you all more time to enjoy the building. If you need to exchange your dollars into rupiah, please use a bank or money exchange. We don't recommend exchanging your money at the non-official exchanger because you won't get a fair rate. I really want to say thank you so much for enjoying the tour from our travel agency. I hope all of you have enjoyed listening to my information. Thank you for your attention.